Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Tech Forward Talks. This is February's edition of Tech Forward Talks, and our topic: how to turn passion into actionable how to turn user passion into actionable business intelligence. And today I'm very excited because we have a very, very amazing guest with us. He's a startup founder, an incredible CEO who has built is currently building an incredible sports tech startup. And we're very excited to speak with him today or have him on the show today. Ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, as is in our tradition, we would like to hear where you're watching from. Tell us in the comment section where you're watching from. Are you watching from Doha? Are you watching from Africa? Are you watching from the GCCE? The GCC, we would like to engage with you. Tell us in the comment section. Come on, engage with me. Tell me where you are watching from. We're very excited about today's episode, how to turn user passion into actionable intelligence. And before we move forward, I'd like to take a bit of time to tell you about Builders Tribe. So Builders Tribe is the most vibrant tech community in the MENA region. Okay, so what we do is we personally believe at Builders Tribe that great things happen when people connect with each other. And this is why we have great events, physical events, webinars to train people, to teach people on the most current and the most dynamic and active tech conversations, as well as have physical events where people can come together and network with each other, collaborate, work on projects together, or inspire each other to do incredible stuff. That's what we'll do at Builders Tribe. And if it's your first time here, you're welcome. We love to have you here. If you have not subscribed, this is a good time, guys. Hit the subscribe button. We want you to constantly know when we post incredible stuff. We have Ajiri. Ajiri is listening from Doha, Qatar. It's so great to have you on the show. Thanks for watching, Ajiri. Thanks for tuning in. Come on, guys. Tell me in the comment section, where are you watching from? Would like to hear from you. Welcome to the show. And very quickly, we would introduce you to our guest today. Hello, Vladimir. Good evening. How are you
Uh,
doing today?
Hi, Mike. Hi. Yeah, all good, all good. So, thanks for having me in this great
Yeah,
session, and yeah, fantastic day.
incredible. We're so happy to have you here. So before
Yeah,
we kick
thank
off,
you.
we'd like you to tell us a bit about yourself, what you're building, what you're working on.
Um, First of all, again, thanks for inviting me for your great session, and so cool to speak to you, man, and then also to welcome all your great community. As you said, the most tech-driven and engaging community in not only in Qatar but in the GCC and MENA region. Yeah, so I'm happy to be a contributor as we have a lot of plans regarding this region. Yeah, and I remember how we met. So from from Web Summit Qatar, yeah, and all this ambition that Blacksport now have to start our operations and the build operation from Qatar to the world. Yeah, so happy to be here. About myself, short version. I'm a tech entrepreneur. So Vladimir, Ukrainian by nationality, building Swiss sports tech solution. Last several years, since my 27, I created few IT ventures. So you can call me a serial IT entrepreneur with a background in telecom, data centers, cloud computing, blockchain, and data analytics space. I'm a big fan of different sports. My personal sport is karate, so martial arts. Keeping the black belt in the Kyokushinkai karate the last 20 years. Yeah, I have two beautiful daughters and I have a great team behind of me. So we are keep building and keep pushing to the limits our sports tech Blocksport. So it's a place where we are cooking the best digital homes, digital arenas, or digital infrastructure for the right holders. So yeah, that's short about me, and I'm happy to be here today with you guys and to go over quite important, exciting topic about action, about insight, data analytics, segmentations, all these driven things. You know, it's a lot of cool things happening now in technology. So we are building sports entertainment, so and that's cool.
That's incredible. Thank you so much, Vladimir. It's a pleasure to have you here. Very quickly, would like to know what's the most adventurous thing you have done?
Yeah, I think that the biggest adventure uh, in my life, I think it was my certification for open water diver. Diver have a certificate for a deep dive, more than 30 meters. I remember this deep dive with instructor, like full dark. I think it was 35 or 40 meters. So it was a great course with some ex Navi guy in Greece. Yeah, I love diving. Unfortunately, not practicing enough, but I have to come back to this great. For me, it was adventure. You know, I had many adventures in my life, man. So, but today we need to speak about technology and innovation, not about adventures. Yeah.
That's very exciting. That's good to know. Deep water diving is exciting. Okay, that's good. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. So we have some very interesting guests. So we have Eniola. Eniola says, "Hi, I'm Eniola. I'm joining
Hi,
from
hi, hi, hi,
Nigeria."
Nigeria. Hey,
Yes,
Lisbon, Portuguese.
Samuel is watching from Lisbon. Welcome, Vladimir. We're happy to have you here. All right, so very quickly, let's just get into it. How to turn user passion into actionable business insights. Our first question for you is, so most organizations have passionate users, but very little usable data. Where are they going wrong with this?
Fantastic question, a great opening for our tonight session. Um, I would say that majority of organizations, not only in sports but in general, so all this entertainment, everyone who are dealing with and customer with consumers, so also the B2C verticals, commercial B2C verticals in the industries. So most of organizations they kind of suffer from so-called digital fragmentation, fragmented fun experience, fragmented user experience, fragmented infrastructure. So if you look at the sports, so these organizations, for example, clubs, teams, or leagues, federations, so venues, they mainly interact with the fans across, for example, five different applications, five different apps like ticketing, social media, merchandise, etc. But none of these platforms can talk to each other. So where is the problem? Yeah, what's wrong? Where is the error? Why? What's the problem? Main problem that these guys are focused, this organization, mainly on transactions, selling ticket, but rather than journey to build a bespoke user journey. Okay, so as a result, you have a very passionate fan, really like let's call it a super fan, but you don't know if they are the same person who bought a jersey yesterday. So that's what we call the fragmented fan experience, fragmented data infrastructure. So you like sports executives, sports organizations, they're really losing grip on the fans and they're struggling to understand who is my fan. So like there is not enough digital bridging between the sports, the idols, brands, and the end customer, who is fans in our case. So that's a major the major problem. What's organization doing wrong is still do many stupid things, placing content, different social medias, counting impression likes from this crowd, like zero data. Instead of start building the comprehensive data infrastructure, think about the data integrity and start improving this digital fragmentation challenges. Yeah, that's how we see it. But it's a long conversation, so I think for the start, I addressed the major concern here. Let's call it digital fragmentation. It's a big pain. There is an error. As a result, no clue. If it's a Mike who yesterday purchased ticket and 2 days ago, so they go, he purchased the jersey, the same Mike, no clue. So we need to help this organization to have this data profiling, 360-degree analytics overview on the end customer, on the end user.
Oh, that's actually good. Speaking of data fragmentation, all right. Why is owning first party data becoming a strategic necessity rather than a technical preference?
Yeah, that's it's very clear, at least for us, for you, for me, and for the professional in the industry. That's first party data is the data you own directly from the users. So from, for example, from your fan, passionate fan. So why it's so important? So let's talk about control first. So when we say about the control, so the today all the third party algorithms on social media, they actually change constantly, and they oftenly they just hiding your content from your own fans unless you pay. Yeah, so that's a big challenge. As I said a minute ago, the dilution. So cool content come to nowhere. This Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, these guys are ruling. Yeah, they are ruling. These publishers. We want a sport organization to rule, to have kind of own digital home, own social media house, where you can invite your passionate fans. You can start building the cool home for them, the digital house, inviting your community, and then the content you create, you are owner. The first party, which data generated by the fans, you are owner. You're owning the relationship with your fandoms, and that's why you become an owner. So the value is clear. So if you improve this and create this ownership or start working on this, so it immediately bring you increase in a lifetime value (LTV) because then you can personalize the offer for your fans, make a bundling like ticket plus jersey, 10% discount. Yeah, come to stadium, we recognize okay, you in the stadium, you enter the arena, so get discounts, etc., etc. So personalized offering, KYF, know your fan. For example, Blocksport applications, what we're building for different stakeholders. So we see that more than 70% opt-in rate for data sharing because fans get direct value in return. But we can talk about return later.
All right, that's very good. Okay, so the next question for you is, how do you technically translate, essentially, how can someone technically translate fan passion into measurable behavioral intelligence? And what does this pipeline look like? Because this is like a space you guys currently play in.
No, like you, I can give you great examples, Mike. So it's something from real world. And today I want to speak more in a human language here, not to be too techy. Despite my university background, computer science, cybernetics, machine learning, so I want to be more human being and more business guy, or even being the fan of different sports, different clubs in my
Please
life.
speak, speak in
Yes,
data. Speak in data. We still understand.
exactly. So we need to deliver key messages for our great community tonight. So yeah, it's all about turning an action into the data point. So important, turning an action into a data point, actionable insight. So how the pipeline looks like, for example, how the user journey could look like, or let's call this pipeline. For example, fan votes for MVP, yeah, my most valuable player, like player of the match. So it's called passion, yeah, because he's passionate. He wants to vote because it's important for him. He wants to express his opinion, and the system, the platform, data platform, digital experience platform, make immediately tag this kind of fans as a high engagement user. He actually behave intelligent. Okay, votes for the player of the match is passion. Tagging as a high engagement user is we call it intelligence, and then they receive a targeted discount for that player jersey monetization. If I'm voting for this player, I like him. So then systems think, okay, so this guy is really interested to follow this player, so voting for him, why not to reward him with a discount? We call this money can buy experience, yeah, because he's really engaged, and give him a kind of discount for the jersey. It's called monetization. So and what is simplicity here? Because using gamification like polls, missions, quizzes, fun games, votes, etc., you create kind of interviewing your fans at scale. So very easy journey, workable, measurable, and actually how we see the passion which come to the intelligence and then creating monetization. So we help in sports organization, Blacksport, to turn data into their better revenue streams, boost existing business models, but also helping them to untape new revenue opportunities. Easy.
All right, that's actually very interesting insight. So let's talk about it.
Gamification.
Let's talk a bit. Yes, gamification. Let's talk a bit about AI. Okay. So
Ah,
where does AI actually create defensible advantage in fan engagement, and where is it just hype? Have you guys started doing some stuff around AI, and how are you guys using this for like fan engagement and gamification?
yeah, let's be short here. So I want to proceed again to leave space for the questions in the end. So let's say AI, it's a hype, kind of hype, but like a Web3, NFT hypes, all the big data hypes in the past. So at this moment, this hypes, uh, let's distinguish hype when chatbots just repeat the FAQs, yeah, just repeat some frequently asked question. Hype, but advantage. What is advantage? It's a predictive segmentation. So we see the huge value when AI can identify the high value clusters, groups of fans, for example, fans who live abroad but highly active with the content. And then this predictive segmentation allow you to sell them more premium digital membership. They would never come to the stadium because they are somewhere across the ocean, but they can watch all your online streaming and also engage digitally. Yeah, that's we call the advantage and the defensive advantage versus hype. It's one of the good use case, an example.
That's actually very good. All right, that's
Mhm.
good use of AI, I think. Okay. So now, once you've captured once you've captured structured data fan data, right, what are the most effective monetization levers organizations should prioritize?
Um, I would say I would identify three. It could be more like 5, 10, but I would say that the top three for me it's direct revenue capture. So what does it mean? It's moving the transaction like merge tickets, food delivery inside of your ecosystem to avoid third party fees. Yeah, as much as possible, increase direct revenue capture and enable it. Yeah, to build it inside of your ecosystem. Number two, premium subscription. So we doing it many years, so we believe in it. So convert your hot fans into the paying customer. So offer VIP digital tiers levels, yeah, with exclusive content or exclusive voting rights. And number three, I would feature sponsored activations. So sell your sponsors, your B2B partners, sell your sponsor access to the specific segments, frequent store buyers or frequent in people who are engaging with social engagement or with the predictions. Yeah, better doing this rather than just put the logo on the screen and try to sell logo on the jersey and the less. It's old school. So we do a lot of education for sports organization how to be more digital, yeah, because they're losing sponsors, they're losing grip on their fans, they're losing partners, and they say, "Oh my God, what should I do? Just to be digital or go out of the box, start building." Yeah, you need to be different, guys. Otherwise, you will die. Your organization will be just a club, but you need to be entertainment company anymore, not a club. Not a, you need to change the way how you think and again go out of the box. So this top three I would put on. like really strong examples. Direct
That's
revenue capture, premium subscription, sponsored activation.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much for sharing that perspective.
Mhm.
Now let's talk about like people who are building or people who are trying to scale from a very decent size. So for mid-sized sports organizations, that's starting today, what are the first three infrastructure decisions they must get right?
I mean, how they should start acting, yeah? What should be
Yes.
the journey start, yeah? I was
Yes.
asked many times by sport organizations. So we are by the industry where we are more active today. It's where is our start? So what should we do? What's a playbook? So because they sometimes, especially mid-sized organization, tier two, the tier three, they really lacking of knowledge, capacity, understanding what to do, how to enable this, how to achieve these goals. So we not only giving them advice, yeah, we are not a big four consultancy company charging for advices. So we are doing enablement, education, activation. So and of course it's starting from the planning. So decision number one. So they have to unify the core. Unify the core. What does it mean? Choose one platform that handles as many as possible use case. For example, handle content, e-commerce, gamification, loyalty, wallet experience all together to avoid this zoo of technology, zoo of third parties. Okay, first, number one, choose your platform. Number two, it's very important, identity management, or we call it SSL solution, the single sign-on. Single sign-on. So I'm sure some of our guys from audience they heard about identity management SSL. What does it mean? One digital ID, one single login for a end user, for fan, for the end customer consumer. One login for the store, for the tickets, for the application, for the website, for all these third parties and the infrastructure inside of sports organization. So identity management. And number three, it's a data platform. It's a data platform, consumer data platform, customer data platform, shortly CDP. So start collecting your data from day one. Really, start collecting data from day one. Even if you are not ready to use it yet, but as much data you collect, you start building your data lake, so-called databases, yeah, but we call it data lake, enriching your data lake with more and more first-party data and then third-party data, and then you can build a segmentation using AI technology, identify your fan, and then personalization comes, like, etc., etc. Unify the core, identity management, and enable data platform in your organization.
All right, this is actually very deep. I think a lot of organizations, this is a good time for organizations who aren't thinking about data to
Absolutely.
begin to consider data and taking your data very seriously. Okay, guys, please send in your questions. We have a few more questions to go with Vladimir before we open up
Let's do it.
questions to the audience. Please type in your questions in the comments now. We will get to your questions. And if you haven't, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we upload incredible materials. We always have these videos going out as well. And you can connect with Vladimir on LinkedIn. It's Vladimir Liulka. Vladimir, how do I say your surname?
Yeah.
How do I say your surname?
Sony. What is
Your
your
name,
surname?
your second name. How do
Ah,
I
the
say it?
second name. Ah, the third name.
Yes.
Sorry, connection was dropped. You actually almost said it in pronounce it correctly. So Liulka.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Vladimir or
Liulka.
Vlad or Vladi Liulka. It's a specific. It's Ukrainian surname. Very special. I'm very proud of
All
that.
right. That's
It's
incredible. So,
Vladimir
guys, send in your
Liulka. Yeah.
questions. Fantastic. We're happy to take them. We have a few more questions to go, and we will begin to
Cool.
take questions from the audience. Okay, so looking ahead 5 years, what will separate sports organizations that thrive digitally from those that fall behind?
Mhm. Very nice question. Not provocative one, but very important one. Uh, so who will survive? Yeah, let's say like this. Who will win? So the winners will be organization who own their digital relationship with the fans, with consumer. So those who build successfully have built successfully and keep building the digital bridging, called the digital relationship with the fan, and those who use personalization at scale. Digital relationship and personalization. That's two crucial components. So you cannot go to personalization without your digital infrastructure, without building this foundation. Remember all this single sign-on, identity, data hub, collecting first-party data. Yeah. So the organization will win who will be ready for this digital transformation. They continuously improving their digital relation with the fans, and they will win. Losers, outsiders, those who remain digital ghosts. Yeah, let's call them digital ghosts. They relying on those who still will rely on the third-party platforms like social media, TikTok, Instagram, all these social medias, and really broad. They will face big challenges with broad and non-personalized marketing. So that's a very conservative approach. People who do still doing this, I call them dinosaurs, because it's a Web 2 era where we're still mostly living, not a Web 3 yet. It's an era of social media, yeah. But you cannot rely on these third parties if you want to build your really strong data foundation and then convert this passion and actions and activity of your consumer into some insights, into new data and the new revenue, new monetization. So losers, they will still rely on the third parties, yeah, and they will see almost zero personalization. Winners will build digital relationships and focus on personalization. Easy.
Right, that's fantastic insight, focusing on personalization too. All right, so we have a question from the audience here. We have a question from Ajiri. Ajiri's question is,
Let's go.
how can I think about gamification and loyalty if I have a physical business?
Look, so many physical businesses like physical stores or some services you provide in your shop, in your store, in grocery, or in your small agency. I don't know what kind of business you have, but it doesn't matter. It's a physical, or digital, or physical. So you need to think how to extend your physical business, offline business to from physical to be digital, to add digitalization components. So what does it mean? So a lot of you don't need to build a kind of rocket science here. So what I would recommend is to look at a lot of white label solutions or loyalty systems, like a lot of platforms. Actually, the social media for the start is good start. So you need to have account. Your top social media could be Instagram, yeah, but you don't need to go and immediately build a data warehouse, a data lakes, all the stuff. But you have a small private business, as you say, like your physical store or whatever. So just start building your community inside of top social media, which popular in your region, and use popular messaging platforms to communicate to your community. So, but even in this way, you start collecting data. Not enough to build a personalization, but the loyalty program. So definitely need to be paperless, yeah, not created, printed, printed brochures, etc. Go to the online brochures. So a lot of resources. If you go and type loyalty gamification program for a small and medium business, you'll see a lot of interesting solutions for that. Even popular social media platforms offer gamification loyalty to engage your store. Yeah, create the store using Google Meta, using other social media. Yeah.
All right, that's fantastic. Ajiri is grateful. So before we go, we'd like to ask you one more question, and this is to tell us a bit more about Blocksport. So what kind of customer can use Blocksport? Who is Blocksport for? What are some of the solutions you guys are currently solving for?
Um, yeah. So originally, when I found the company uh, several years ago, so our key audience was esports and traditional sports organization, clubs, teams. It was COVID time, So 2020, so Corona. So everyone remember this terrible years for the world population. And so initially we serve teams who play esports or online sports, Counter Strike, Dota, League of Legends, etc., etc. It was our start. In post-COVID time, we start focusing more on the traditional sports: rugby, cycling, soccer, football, basketball, volleyball, etc. So clubs teams always were our major partners or clients, and then we 2 years ago we started also approaching leagues and federations, so different type of right holders. Last year, together with Nokia, so one of our crucial partner, together with Nokia, we start working on the new product for the venues for the stadiums, arenas. So today we are still in sports and entertainment. So we have product line for the clubs and teams, all sports, tier two, tier one, tier three. So there is a fit for everyone. Doesn't matter which size of community you have, the size of organization or region. Another product line is for the leagues, so who are managing sports in the country, and new product line it's events and venues. Can be festivals, can be arenas, venues, stadiums, whatever. Yeah, and so all in all, we're still in sports and entertainment. So we're dealing with different type of stakeholders, and together with our great channel partner like telecom operators, different fintech companies. And everyone who are dealing with the B2C sector together. So we creating the ecosystem. So every time we come to the new organization, as I said, in sports, or for example, we are identifying the huge potential to build the digital infrastructure, but involving the B2B part and the B2C part. So to build this super app or digital home for the fans, for the end consumer and customer, and also not forgetting the B2B part. Yeah, that's very important. So the fan app business is that. So people who say, okay, Blacksport, you're building fan app. No, this just traditional apps are just a brochure. It's a digital brochure or interface. No, no, no. It's a commodity. So it should be the digital homes, digital arenas. Yeah, think widely.
All right, that's very exciting to hear all the amazing work that you and your team are doing. Thank you very much, everyone. To we have come to
Do you
the end
have
of this
time? Do you
session.
have time for the
Yes.
question? Maybe I would love to answer some question if you still have time, Mike.
Okay, let's go for one more question.
Yeah.
Okay, so this question says, so for companies in emergency GCC for companies in emerging GCC markets, what's the biggest
Mhm.
mistake you see when trying to monetize community engagement?
Um, the the biggest
Well,
mistake.
you can speak for the markets you're more used to, because I know like you're still
No,
exploring.
I'm thinking about GCC market as well because, as I mentioned at the beginning, so we start building our relationship in GCC market. So we want to grow there. So and I'm learning this market. I'm speaking to the local companies, partners, and different organization also studying this market. So better if I try to target this question. So I would say that if you already have the community and you're now thinking about mistakes you can make, it's already a big step. Yeah, it's a big move. So congratulations, you have a community. So and you have a community which already engaged because you mentioned community management. So it's already good. So it seems you're using some tools or some platform solutions to engage them. So monetization, I would say, before to monetize community, think about the size of volume, about the retention. So you need to have some crucial number, or not a crucial number, but some volume first to identify, okay, how to build these tiers or the levels like bronze, silver, gold. And then if you have a big enough community to start after segmentation to offer them different options for monetization. I would recommend everyone who join us today to Google after our session and find the article called 1000 True Fans. If you Google or go to your AI buddy and try to search 1000 True Fans concept, you will find the great articles, which I actually always put as an example for executives and the sports organization I'm speaking to who say, "Oh, no, we cannot monetize community. We are too small. Yeah, so it's not for us. We need to grow. We are not Barcelona. We are not Man City, not Chicago Bulls." I say, guys, look at this article. This article about 1,000 true fans. Every organization in the world, sports, entertainment, whatever, everyone who dealing with the community, you need only 1,000 true fans to become rich. You need only 1,000 true fans to become rich. Why? This is also answering partially your questions about GCC market monetization issue mistake, because every true fan create community around him. So you have 1,000 true fans, they are opinion leaders. Yeah, the KOLs, key opinion leader. And these guys also create sub communities around them. And it will be like a magnet effect. So remember, you need only 1,000 true fans to become rich organization. To avoid a mistake, try to identify your 1,000 true fans and then work with them, give them more influence. Yeah. And they will make you rich. Make them, call them ambassadors of my organization, of my community. I think it should work. And then mistakes, you'll make mistake anyway, guys. So without mistakes, there is no success. People see the success. Most of them, you are here, success is here. Then this is the way. No, no, no. Your starting point, and then you go bum 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 here, and then success. It's a very bumpy way, and you will do a lot of mistakes. Without mistakes, there is no learning and outcome, and you cannot build a perfect scenario from first or say 2 tries. Just keep pushing, man. Never give up, like in sports.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much for that
1,000
insight.
true fans.
1,000
1,000 true
friends.
fans.
Fantastic. All right. I think we have another question here from Samuel. So Samuel says, in a region where platforms like Instagram and WhatsApp dominate engagement, how can businesses transition from rented audiences to strong first-party data strategies?
Build your digital home. Build your build digital home using your start building your digital relationship, digital bridge with the fan. So Instagram, WhatsApp, they are monsters. Yeah, all this Meta and TikTok, all these publishers, they are monsters. We cannot over exceed them. We cannot compete against them. But what you can do, you can first of all, it should be mobile focused solutions. Yeah, don't try to engage your fans using website. Yeah, your website for your business is just like a business card, digital business card. Nice to have, generic information. All engagement, all community engagement, monetization, activation, and management happening in the mobile channel. You know that average fan in sports, for example, or not only in sports, but average Gen Z, Gen Alpha spending between 6 to 8 hours per day, even more in these devices. Yeah, unfortunately for the parents, but good for you guys that you need to catch them there in the mobiles, and you need to make sure that they're coming back daily, hourly, and they're checking what's happening, what's going on, what can I do more, and following your business, following your kind of your content. So things number one is it's actually to start offering them alternative to the social medias, alternative to this Insta or WhatsApp group, because in WhatsApp group you also have most of them anonymous. Yeah, I have my phone number. In Telegram I have nothing. Yeah, but okay, good if you like if you have phone number, but then what? If you start thinking about the mobile hub or digital hub for your business, where you're still connecting your social media account, but you stay your community guys. So the digital entry to my community and the digital gate to my community, our community is our mobile app. Because when you have a mobile solution, then you control the data, you're owning content, and slightly, block by block, step by step. So you invite in your community to migrate from these social media groups, WhatsApp groups, all these communities on Instagram, slightly migrate and invite them to your mobile hub. And how to do that? Money can buy experience. Yeah, something unique. Yeah, something which they cannot find be part of the crowd, like part of the crowd of all this third party algorithm. Yeah, it's not It's not happening like this. So it depends of size of your business and depends on how big your community today. But start thinking about your own social media, yeah, or your own social arena, your digital home, and then invite your friends and try to migrate their attention to your place, to your hub. That's my recommendation. But of course, happy to speak to everyone who wants to implement in life. Especially, we are very keen to speak to the sports organization. So different sites in different countries. So in GCC region. So just reach out. We will make it
All
happen.
right. Thank you so much, Vladimir. So the audience are grateful. Thank you for your insight. Thanks for the conversations. Thank you so much. Yeah, true fans, 1,000 true fans. Thank you so much, Vladimir. Guys, you can connect with Vladimir on LinkedIn one more time. This is a good time for you to jump on LinkedIn, connect with him. We'd love to connect with you. Thank you so much it was great to have you here, Vladimir. Hopefully, we stay in touch with you. I think if you have more questions, you can send to him in his DM as well, and he would answer. It was great speaking to you, Vladimir. I look forward to seeing you in Qatar sometime soon again.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thanks, Mike, for inviting me. So happy to come back later this year or whenever you invite me to discover other topics. And see you soon,
Fantastic.
folks.
Fantastic. All right. Bye for now.
Ciao.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have come to the end of today's episode. One more time, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the link below, subscribe so so that you know when we have new stuff uploaded. And you can visit our website, builderstripe.xyz. Follow us across all our socials. We are always posting exciting updates, great events, great materials, great contents that help you level up in your tech career and in your on your journey as you build your tech startup as well. Thank you so much, guys. We wish you a good rest of your day. Bye for now, guys.
Bring that joy.